Welcome. This is a meditation called The Field and the Rain. Let's take a moment to settle into a position that feels comfortable enough for you right now. Allowing yourself to notice the places where your body is supported by the chair, the floor, or whatever is beneath you. Without changing your breathing, notice the natural movement of the breath and the sensations that are present in your body. There may be places that feel settled and places that are holding tension or effort. You don't need to do anything with what you notice. Simply allow yourself to arrive here. When you are ready, imagine a field that has been cultivated and prepared for planting. Perhaps it is a field that you have seen before, or perhaps an image begins to form in your imagination. Notice the earth and the open space around you. The soil has been worked and the seeds have been planted. Someone has put time and effort into preparing this field. Now it is waiting for rain. Allow yourself to spend a few moments here, noticing whatever details naturally come into awareness. As you look at this cultivated field, you might allow something in your own life to come to mind. Something you have been working on, caring for, preparing, or trying to develop. There is no need to search for anything significant. Simply notice what comes. As you hold the situation in awareness, notice what happens in your body. Perhaps you become aware of tension, pressure, anticipation, or effort, or perhaps your experience is different. You may also notice a part of you that is already thinking about what needs to happen next. Perhaps this part plans, anticipates, solves problems, or works very hard to make sure that things turn out as they should. There is no need to ask this part to stop working or to give up its responsibility. Instead, see if you can become curious about it, about what it believes depends upon its effort. Then together with this part, return your attention to the fields. The soil has been prepared and the seeds have been planted. There may still be work to do, but there is also something the farmer cannot do, no matter how carefully the field has been cultivated. The farmer cannot make the rain fall. Allow some space to notice what happens inside as you take that in. Perhaps there is relief, or perhaps a part of you becomes uncomfortable with the idea. There may be a part that knows how much really does depend on you, how many responsibilities you carry, or how much effort is still required. Nothing needs to be pushed away or resolved. You can simply notice what is here. The Sicha that we're learning this week teaches that rain represents the blessing that comes from above. The blessing comes from above. Allow yourself to remain with those words for a few moments and notice how they are received within you. The fact that the farmer cannot make the rain fall does not mean that cultivating the field was unnecessary. The soil still needed to be prepared and the seeds needed to be planted. There is real work that belongs to the farmer. In the same way, there is real work that belongs to us. Hashem wants us to use the capacities we have been given to think and plan, to learn and work, to make decisions, and to act within the physical world. Our effort has significance, even though our effort is not the source of the blessing. Return again to the field and imagine yourself standing beside the cultivated earth beneath the open sky. Perhaps the rain has not come yet. Notice what it is like to be in that space in which you have done much of what you know how to do, while the outcome is still unknown. Perhaps a part wants to know when the rain will come, or wants reassurance that all of this effort will produce the result you hope for. You don't need to convince this part that everything will turn out the way you want. Instead, you might simply stay with it, recognizing how difficult it can be to work without being able to guarantee the outcome. See if there's some space inside for both realities to be present. The part that wants reassurance and the recognition that there's no guarantee. There is work that is yours to do, and there are outcomes that your work cannot produce by itself. The Rebbe describes avoda b'koach atzmo, or avoda b'koach atzmo, the work that we do through our own effort and capacities. Our own effort is not a contradiction to receiving from Hashem. Hashem wants the blessing to be received through the vessel, and so our human effort itself has a place within divine purpose. As you remain with the field, perhaps you can begin to sense the difference between doing the work that is yours to do and asking your work to guarantee what happens next. There is no need to force that distinction or even to understand it completely. Simply notice whether your body experiences any difference between the two. Doing the work that is yours to do. Expecting and asking your work to guarantee what happens next. And now, if it feels natural, imagine the first drops of rain beginning to fall onto the cultivated earth. There is no need for a dramatic storm. Perhaps there is only one drop, and then another, meeting the soil that has been prepared to receive it. The farmer did not create the rain, and the coming of the rain does not make the farmer's work unnecessary. The rain falls upon a field that has been cultivated. Allow yourself to remain with that image for a little while. Imagining the field. It's been cultivated. And rain is starting to come down in little drops. As you begin to return your attention to your body, notice again the places where you are supported, the chair, the floor, and the natural movement of your breath. Notice the situation from your own life that you brought into the field and whether you are holding it in exactly the same way or whether something has shifted even slightly. You might ask yourself gently, what is the work that is mine to do? Can I do that work without asking it to guarantee the outcome? There is no need to find an answer right now. You can allow the questions to remain with you. What is the work that is mine to do? Can I do that work without asking it to guarantee the outcome? As you prepare to return, allow yourself to hold the two teachings of the Sicha together. The blessing comes from above. The vessel that is prepared to receive that blessing is part of Hashem's will. Our work does not compete with divine blessing. It can become the form through which that blessing is received. We cultivate the field and we do not have to make the rain fall. Thank you for joining me.